Hey YouTube, Alan back. Another video as part of Star Wars Week. This time we're stepping up to the PlayStation 1 with Rebel Assault 2. And this was Tony's pick, who's sitting beside me. Looking very stern about this, I don't know why. But yeah, he said, give this one a go. It might be interesting. Have you got anything to add on that? Other than I seen video clips in this, which is going to be a real bugger with the censors.
Yeah, you'll have to try and cancel those. I'm not even sure if you can. I guess we're about to find out.
But anyway, you were saying?
This is a strange little game in that there's many different sections. The first is obviously a piloting section you can shoot around. And then I think the next one is a duck and cover. So this, you're in the spaceship and obviously shoot your way past all the enemies.
Okay, does this support analog? No, it does not. That is a shame because it really could, use analog control.
Oh yeah.
So, okay. So this I noticed was developed by Factor 5, same people who made Rogue Squadron on the N64 and of course the GameCube. So it's no surprise that it's a space shooter.
Well, that's the thing. It isn't totally a space shooter.
Oh, is it not? Does it have on-ground sections and things like that?
Yeah, you'll see it.
They did that in Rebel Strike, Rogue Squadron 3, which... Oh, that's not the one. Can I close up?
Oh, yeah.
How do I do that? Do a barrel roll!
Oh, barrel rolls are fantastic.
Hey, Einstein! You're on my side! Hey, I think we've got the wrong Star game. How do I close up and zoom fast?
Oh no, it's not like that. This is an on-rail shooter, yeah.
Right. Oh, you see, they just obviously didn't have the guts to do it like they did in the N64.
No. I did an experiment one. I found this first level quite easy, so...
Well, my shield's flashing away at me, which doesn't sound good.
No, I'm saying I found it quite easy, and I think you're about to die. But either way, I tried an experiment. I think this is normal, but I think you can switch to easy. Now, on easy, it was too easy. I put the controller on the floor, let everyone shoot me. I didn't shoot back, and I got clear through the level. So...
it's not... You were saying how...
That was on the easy level to there.
You do not even have to control it and you get through the level.
Sir.
Now...
It might be a little easier if you switch to cockpit view.
Okay.
And then you can just...
Move the cursor around?
Yeah.
Oh, it's inverted control though. I've also turned the sound down on this because...
You don't want to get sued?
Yeah, it's probably a little too prominent, some of these Star Wars ones. You've got to be a little more careful. But a little insight. We don't record these necessarily just before we upload them. We tend to record them, shall we say, we have recording sessions.
Yes.
It makes it sound so professional.
I'm a session artist now.
Yeah. Actually, be looking for session fees.
Well, I was going to talk to you about that.
Well, judging by the amount of that Google will be offering me, about 10 cents should cover you. But because we record these in groups, you tend to find the way you play changes. And the games that I've been playing today, I have been absolutely disastrous at. And these aren't necessarily the worst games or the hardest games or whatever. It's just, I'm just playing awful at the moment. As in playing awful, not playing awful.
I didn't want to say anything.
Cover for me. Man, in these shooting games, people are always needing to cover for you. Shouldn't they just take it for granted? Bloody cover for me!
It's always a nice surprise when you get a game when someone actually covers you.
Yeah.
And so rarely happens.
Must be getting to the final. There we go. Level 1, I'd say done. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, now I close up. Chapter complete. Accuracy 59. Are these FMV movies then or something?
Some of them, yeah. This is there.
Okay, I'm skipping this. If you want to see those, buy the game.
Or pay us lots of money. Now.
Oh, good lord! What the hell?
Yeah, you have to duck and cover and then come back up. You see what I mean? It's.
This is very strange.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know, I'm moving him per se. I can duck and cover and then aim, but that's it. And I'm going to die here again, I'd say, because I'm already half down in health.
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to it.
The D-pad controls don't help. It just really feels like it needs analog controls, and that's obviously another video style sequence. I guess this was 96, wasn't it? So it's
sounds about right.
Yeah, it's an early
97.
So it's an early, you know, CD game still, and they were kind of still in that kind of growing kind of phase, you know.
I should actually read the back of the box here.
Okay.
A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, I think it must be in the contract that every Star Wars game has to have that written on it.
Yeah.
This completely original chapter in the Star Wars saga offers breakthrough technology in graphics and an entirely new storyline. Experience the most exhilarating and interactive space combat in this or any galaxy. Comments?
I'm dead.
Well.
Oh, I'm back alive.
Yeah.
You know
that's why the rebels win. Actually, immortality.
No, that's a handy trick. And I have to say, it's just it's odd. It is really not what I was expecting. And Factor 5 definitely got better with the Star Wars games. You know, with Rogue Squadron.
Oh, Rogue Squadron is a huge improvement on this.
We'll be tackling that later in Star Wars Week. Assuming I can dig out the disc. Which is not always as easy as it should be.
You're on low health. There's someone on the other side, by the way.
And can they shoot me?
Yep, they can shoot you.
Right.
So you need to duck and then come out the other side.
I see what you mean. Duck and cover.
Duck and cover, and you're about to die.
Yeah.
Okay. But, you know.
Immortality.
There we go.
Sort of.
Now they must be wondering what's going on, because they've lost, you know, at least a half squad of troops to this guy.
Well, how do we know that? They all look exactly the same.
Well, they're clones.
Yeah, so they could have immortality too. How do we know they're actually clones and they're not just the same guy? Well, I mean, obviously the same guy's a clone. Oh. Some days it's just not worth getting out of bed.
Yeah. Can that be our tip for the day? Don't get out of bed.
That's a tip for this entire session. I think. Don't get out of bed.
We should leave some trade secrets for later, though.
Oh yeah, you gotta keep them wanting more. Have you gone past this level?
I've cleared the game.
Okay, you showed me, teacher.
Oh, sorry, he's totally dead now.
Oh, you can go on. It's so easy that the first level plays itself. I was just getting in the way.
Oh, you ranked 10th.
Woohoo! I ranked it. And I got a password too, which is quite useful if you don't have a memory card or don't have space in the memory card like me. In fact, this game didn't pop up and say, "Hey, oh, you look, you continue straight there. Don't even have to do level 1." You know, I don't have any space on my memory card, so I couldn't have saved it.
Yeah, the D-pad control is very strange on this.
It has to compensate by accelerating, and it makes it feel imprecise.
Yeah.
But these type of aiming the cursor games, you either need a light gun or analog control of some description. Digital control is just doesn't work. It's too slow and inaccurate.
health is low as well.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said you cleared the game. Back in 1996 or 7 or whatever. Did you get this when it was new?
No, I picked this up 99, 2000 maybe?
Alright, so kind of more at the peak of the PlayStation era.
I enjoyed it but found it strange, and there's a couple of levels that are just very difficult.
Well, you're up to where I got to, but it'll be tough getting any further.
But I found this a strange way, especially considering the first level is
free shooting, like
Yeah.
Starwing or something. Yeah, the first level has more promise,
it does actually.
and this seems to be like they wanted to use the FMV style technology, rendered scenery and acting, live actor shooting, which is what people thought was going to be, I don't know, the kind of best way to use CD technology.
Yeah, and I've seen it work quite well. I have Soviet Strike on the PlayStation, and that uses FMV as well, and it doesn't interfere with the gameplay, I find. You can activate it at times just for information pop-up, and then you have an FMV at the start and end of a level, and the rest is just
so really they just
gameplay.
use it for cinematics,
Yeah.
which is what it's useful for. It's very hard to integrate it into gameplay. I mean, you end up either with something unusual like this, or something like Dragon Lair, quick time events, watch a scene and basically steer the motion on by pressing a correct key at the right time. Oh!
There we are.
Of course, this is level 2, so...
This is level 3 actually.
Holy crap! Level 3?
I have stolen what looks like the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
And
you got
this is... I'm not getting past this level, I'll tell you this now. It took a lot of practice to do this. Because you're trying to fly out of a mine, and there's a reason planes are meant to be in the sky and not underground.
Yeah, they were going for that kind of trench runny type of thing, which they do a few times in Rogue Squadron. And it can be good, but it is... Ooh, okay. I guess you're probably going to have to twist the plane a time, are you?
Yeah. You see what I mean? It's just...
to be honest though, it looks more enjoyable than the last scene, albeit tricky.
You won't say that when you have to completely replay it several times.
Again.
I found this a very, very difficult level.
You seem to be doing okay. Although the draw distance is very no, you can see the thing still drawing in front of you now.
Oh. Now, why would he go down there? I should point out this is a young, inexperienced pilot. Why do I keep saying I should point out? I should point out everything today. It's one phrase I continue to use. I should point out that I have a bigger vocabulary than that. Don't need to use that phrase so much. Is that? No.
Oh, that was so... I won't get through this.
Oh, right, yeah.
I should point it.
And that was the halfway point.
Well, you got to a halfway point in one go. Oh, now it seems like you got shooting to do?
Yeah, you have to shoot out...
This looks a bit trickier.
Now those are kind of in your way, but you actually have to shoot out the shield generators. I know I sound like I'm in Star Wars now, but there you go. We need to shoot out the shield generators. You come up...
You're all clear, kid!
Let's blow this thing and go home. I love that I'm a Han Solo. Anyway.
But I was Han Solo a second ago.
Shut up. Everyone wants to be Han Solo. Nobody wants to be Luke.
I don't want to be Luke.
Not even Mark Hamill wants to be Luke.
I preferred Luke.
Really?
Yeah. You could use the Force.
I was disgusted. My dad was doing a crossword and he says, "Oh, something Solo, 4 letters." I'm like, 4 letters? It's Han Solo, it's H-A-N. Like, no, it's 4 letters. Okay. And so they printed the answer then the following week, and it was Hans, H-A-N-S, Hans Solo.
Is actually not what it is?
No, it's HAN. As far as I know.
I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm not sure.
To the best of my knowledge, it is HAN. However, I can be wrong.
Tell us if we're right or wrong on that, and if Tony needs a bigger vocabulary.
I do well.
Oh Jesus! That's getting tight.
Yeah.
Oh.
But see, I don't even know if I can actually control it.
Yeah, you seem to be under very limited control. I think you're out.
I am. Unbelievable. Well, slightly believable.
No, it was unbelievable.
Inconceivable.
Inconceivable that you could do so well. Inconceivable at one of our videos that we're on to level 4 now, and the thing is, now we're in an X-wing, which kind of makes me go, yeah. And then I look at what the hell.
Alan is taking over. He's in the X-wing.
So we're going to be dead rather shortly. Oh, I'm using the bloody
thingy.
Yeah. Oh no, the X-wing guy. He's a goodie. Goodie.
Don't shoot down the X-wing.
And by that I don't mean he's one of the goodies. Yeah, you basically have a lot less control than you would like. I think you can use the L and R to basically shift your ship around to try and just scrape past objects, but that's it. You know, so other than that, you basically just bang into them and shoot that guy. So it's one of those things that kind of looks like there's more to it than there really is.
Considering Factor 5 have the know-how to make really good quality games. Had the know-how.
They're now defunct.
Are they?
Yeah.
News to me.
Well, after Layer on the PlayStation 3, I guess they had it coming. It was a bit of an abomination.
I've never played it.
Yeah, they tried to use motion control and whatnot, and it did not work. But sure. Yeah, it was not so much even that it was. I think its biggest problem was that it was being pushed as kind of like a system seller, and the It game at one point, and it's like it didn't have that to back it up, you know.
Yeah. Too
much pressure put on us, and if it wasn't for that, sure, it just would have been a forgettable game. Which is still not great. It's not a recommendation or anything, but. Yeah, they definitely went on though to produce much better games in the Star Wars franchise.
Yeah, like an on-the-rail shooter like this is difficult to do well.
The thing is, it even looks. Is that me dead?
No, it's you dead.
Yeah, of course it's me dead. Every time I play, it's bet. Every time you play, it's not. But anyway, it's nearly.
This is my game, to be fair.
Well, yeah, it's over 18 minutes, so we should leave it there. Let's leave it going because it plays itself for a while. So while we're giving our last talks, we can see can it do better than me? Probably. It's jittering up there. So, well, I guess we know what you think of it. You bought it. It's an okay game. Probably won't be one of your favourites, but interesting.
It was interesting to play, and the storyline is actually. I did. I got it quite cheap, if I can recall.
Yeah.
Now, inside trade secret. This is actually the second or third video we've made today, and we're talking about games I own. And in every time I've said, yeah, I picked it up second hand, really cheap. It makes me sound really cheap. But believe me, on occasion I do spend money on games. But that's
a rare occasion.
It is a rare occasion.
We're still playing retro games.
They're not retro for me.
I got this brand new Star Wars game. Came out in 1997. Oh, the Force will be strong with this one.
To be fair, I hadn't actually heard of it before I saw it. I picked it up.
I thought it just came out.
It did just come out. Anyway. You're being really mean to me.
Sorry.
That's alright, I'm used to it. Mildly enjoyable. The story is okay. The cutscenes, hammy acting, but interesting to see. If you see it cheap, pick it up. I wouldn't go out of my way hunting for it. In fact, if you want one, I have one for sale.
I guess that sums up my thoughts too, really, to be fair. I'm a bit disappointed because when I seen Factor 5, I thought, ooh, Factor 5? Space shooter? let's see what this is. You know, I was thinking, was this going to be the PlayStation's equivalent of Rogue Squadron? No.
No, it really isn't.
And with that, I don't know, we'll leave it there.
Yeah.
Thanks as always for watching, and school us on our lack of Star Wars knowledge. We'll see you soon.